The American Cancer Society is saying that cancer cases are expected to surpass 2 million this year, which is a record high. What is driving this?
Well, this is a very alarming trend. It's a trend that's been going on now for, more than 10 to 20 years. And it's very poorly understood why. There is no magic single answer, but we know the following. We know that obesity is a big driver, or at least associated with cancer. We know that the top 3 lifestyle conditions, which are cigarette smoking, obesity, and alcohol, in the United States and in the world, really, but in the United States specifically, contribute up to more than 40% of cancers and more than 45% of cancer deaths. Those 3 lifestyle diseases, those are often generally controllable factors. We also couple that with the knowledge that obesity has been dramatically increasing. The U.S. has the largest fraction of obese people in the world, particularly young people and children. This is very alarming. Maybe 10 years ago, about a third of people between 20 and 40 met criteria for obesity in the United States. And over the next decade, that's risen to over 40%. Over 40% of people between 20 and 40 in the U.S. are obese. I mean, this is a very, very alarming statistic. It's a risk factor. The pathogenesis, meaning the direct mechanism where obesity may cause cancer, is not clear, but it's known that more than a dozen cancers are associated with higher prevalence with obesity. So we need to address what we can address. And what we know is we can address cigarette smoking, which has dramatically declined in the United States. We know we can address obesity. And we've done a very poor job of addressing this in the U.S. If I may say, the culture of the United States, the fashion industry, has been not just saying obesity is okay, they've been glamorizing obesity. We've had increasing portion sizes in the United States for decades that are way out of control compared to the rest of the world. We can't be afraid to educate the public. One of the key roles of public health officials is to be honest with the public and say it's bad to be fat. Not because you're a bad person, but because it's very, very bad for your health, and cancer is a significant associated disease with obesity. We need to be very straightforward about that. We need to tell people this is bad, just like we do for cancer, for cigarette smoking, and say it's bad for your health to be fat, it's bad to be overweight, and we need to address that both culturally as well as medically.
Quite alarming indeed. Dr. Scott Atlas, thank you so much for your time.
Okay, thanks for having me.